Good morning, everybody. This is Diane in Plant-Based Dallas, and I am going to show you how to make a breakfast delight in the Instapot. If you will join Pat and I this morning at Walk with the Doc, this is Saturday, February 15th, and we're going to attend the Walk with the Doc in Dallas at 8620 Southwestern this morning, and I am bringing this to share with the participants. So if this looks good, join us at 820 Southwestern and you can have a taste. Okay, so what I want to show you is I'm going to start off with this grain that you maybe not have tried, sorghum. And it is a little round grain, and when it cooks up, this is what it looks like. It looks a little bit like couscous, but it's a real grain. And I've cooked that in the Instapot at 45 minutes yesterday. Then I rinsed it and drained it. So I have a lot of cooked sorghum that I'm going to use in this meal this morning. Okay, so what I started off with is I took 4 cups of frozen berries, and you can get any kind of berry blend at your store. And then I chopped up 2 apples, and I kept the skin on, and I buy the organic apples so I don't have to worry about the skin. Then I chopped up 2 ripe bananas, and then I have a half a cup each of chia seed and flax meal, and I keep these in my freezer so that I blend up my own flax seed, put the flax seed in the blender and make my own flax meal. So once it's broken up like that, you do need to keep it in the freezer because it does not keep very long. So flax meal and chia seed, we've got that in the freezer, a half a cup of each of those. And then to add a little bit of sweetness and flavor, I put in a half a cup of coconut shreds, and I store these in the freezer as well. These containers that spices and peanuts have come in fit real well in my freezer in the door, so I can line these up. And then all my nuts and seeds I keep in the freezer as well. I'm going to use also about a 3/4 to a cup of chopped walnuts. I've got those in there. And a tablespoon or so of cinnamon, more if you want. Or if you've seen my video on my sweet spice, I'll just use that. But today I just used the cinnamon. And then I chopped up about 15 dates, depending on how sweet you want it. The bananas are going to add sweetness as well as the apples, but I went ahead and chopped up 15 dates, and I like to get my dates at Endopak because they have a big selection, and these actually were pitted. This whole thing of pitted Deglet grapes was only dates was only $5.99, so that's a great price. Okay, and then I add my 4 cups, believe I used 4 cups of 3 to 4 cups of your rinsed grain. And you can add as much as you want depending on how many people you're going to serve. So I've put it all in here, and I'm going to stir it up. And right now there's no liquid in it, but you remember whenever you're cooking in the Instapot, you've got to have liquid in it. So instead of putting a plant milk, I really don't want to use that today. I want to just get some liquid in to cook it up because the frozen berries, the apples, and the banana are all going to make their own liquid. So we want to use that as the base of this deliciousness. Okay, it looks good and mixed. Again, I've got my frozen berries, my chopped apples, my flax meal, my chia seed, my coconut shreds for even more flavor, my chopped dates, my sliced bananas, my walnuts, cinnamon, my cooked grain, and you can use any cooked grain if you have brown rice or whole oats or spelt or farro. Any cooked grain will work. And now I'm going to use for my liquid, I'm going to just use some hibiscus tea. This is really good for our blood pressure, and you can buy hibiscus flowers at any store. I like to get mine at El Rancho or Fiesta because they sell it in bulk. So I've just got my hibiscus flowers in there soaking, and it makes a delicious red tea. So I'm going to add about a half a cup of liquid to this to be the liquid. And you know what, you don't even need to measure it out. I may add just a tad bit more, just to keep it a little bit soupy. And then I'm going to put this in the Instapot on high for about 5 minutes. Now, I'm going to add to it after it's cooked. This is the best part. I'm going to add a cup or more of shredded red cabbage, but I'm not going to Instapot the cabbage because I love to have the cabbage in here, but I love to have it crunchy. So we're going to stir that in after it's done. Okay, so I'm going to go put this in the Instapot for 5 minutes, and then I'll be back to show you some pictures of how it turned out. Y'all have a great day, and I will post the recipe on this. Again, join us this morning at 10 o'clock at 8820 Southwestern Boulevard for Walk with the Doc, and you're going to be able to taste this deliciousness. Here's what it looks like before it's cooked. 5 minutes on high in the Instapot. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.